exposing the dark secrets of an ancient cursed house. This is the legend of the Hunter's House, a tale that has been whispered through generations, a story that has sent shivers down the spines of those who dare to listen. The house, shrouded in mystery and fear, stands as a testament to the dark past that haunts it. In the heart of a dense, sprawling forest stood a house known only as the Hunter's House. This house, with its creaking floors and decaying walls, was once a place of life and laughter. But now it is a shadow of its former self, a place where the past refuses to rest. The forest itself seemed to guard the house, its trees standing like silent sentinels. The path to the house was overgrown, as if nature itself was trying to hide it from the world. The air was thick with the scent of pine and decay, a reminder of the life that once thrived here and the death that now lingers. Once home to the legendary hunter Corbin, it had now fallen into eerie disrepair. Corbin was a man of great skill and renown, a hunter who could track and kill the most elusive of prey. But his life was not without its shadows. He was a man haunted by his own demons, a man who had seen too much death and had taken too many lives. Enter Emma and Luke, a young couple drawn by the house's isolation and its bargain price. They were looking for a fresh start, a place where they could build a life together away from the chaos of the city. The house, with its low price and secluded location, seemed like the perfect place. Little did they know, they were stepping into a nightmare. From the moment they arrived, the air felt thick, as if the house itself were watching them. The walls seemed to close in around them, the shadows growing longer and darker. The house was alive with the whispers of the past, a past that was eager to make itself known. The first night was uneventful, though Emma sensed an unsettling hum beneath the howling wind. It was a sound that seemed to come from the very walls of the house, a low, mournful wail that sent chills down her spine. Luke tried to reassure her, but even he could not shake the feeling of unease that had settled over them. Strange symbols etched into the wooden beams seemed to whisper ancient secrets. These symbols, worn and faded with time, were a language that neither Emma nor Luke could understand. But they felt their power, a power that seemed to pulse through the very structure of the house. Luke laughed it off, but Emma felt a growing dread. She could not shake the feeling that they were not alone, that the house was watching them, waiting for the right moment to reveal its true nature. Luke's laughter was hollow, a desperate attempt to mask his own fear. On the second night, a loud crash awoke them. It was a sound that echoed through the house, a sound that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. They searched the house but found nothing out of place. The front door stood wide open, though nothing appeared amiss. The front door stood wide open, though nothing appeared amiss. The wind howled through the open door, carrying with it the scent of the forest and the promise of something darker. The air grew colder, shadows danced eerily. It was as if the house itself was trying to drive them away. The air grew colder, shadows danced eerily. The house was alive with movement, shadows that seemed to have a life of their own. They twisted and turned, forming shapes that were almost human, almost alive. It was a dance of darkness, a dance that seemed to mock the light. "It's just the wind," Luke muttered, but his eyes betrayed his fear. He could not hide the terror that had taken hold of him, a terror that was mirrored in Emma's eyes. They were trapped in a house that was alive with the past, a house that was determined to make them a part of its story. That night Emma dreamed of a wild-eyed hunter surrounded by lifeless animals muttering a terrible curse. The hunter's eyes were filled with madness, his hands stained with blood. He spoke in a language that Emma could not understand, but she felt the weight of his words, the power of his curse. She woke to find Luke in a trance, standing before a blood-stained altar. His eyes were not his own, consumed by madness. He was muttering the same words that the hunter had spoken in her dream, words that seemed to echo through the house. His eyes were not his own, consumed by madness. He was a puppet, controlled by the house and the curse that it held. Emma could see the struggle in his eyes, the fight to regain control. But the house was too strong, its grip too tight. Emma fled, not stopping until she reached the town. She ran through the forest, the trees closing in around her. The house seemed to follow her, its whispers growing louder with each step. She could feel its presence, a dark shadow that loomed over her. When she returned with the police, Luke was gone, the house empty but for the cold, silent altar. The police searched the house, but found no trace of him. The altar stood as a silent witness, a reminder of the darkness that had taken him. To this day, the house stands abandoned. It is a place of fear and mystery, a place that no one dares to enter. The forest has reclaimed the path, the trees standing as a barrier between the house and the world. Locals whisper of howls at night and sightings of a wild-eyed man at the forest's edge. They speak of a curse that has taken hold of the house, a curse that will not rest until it has claimed its due. The wild-eyed man is a ghost, a shadow of the hunter who once lived there. The curse of the hunter's house remains a dark legend that no one dares to challenge. It is a story that is passed down through generations, a warning to those who would dare to enter the house. The hunter's house stands as a testament to the darkness that lies within, a darkness that will never be forgotten.